From the Las Vegas Aces, the Golden State Valkyries select guard Kate Martin.
You know, this league is all about opportunity, and, you know, you just need one shot, right? And I am very thankful for the Aces and everything I got to learn there, but I'm really excited for this new beginning and to build something from the ground up here with the Valkyries.
You played for Coach Nakase last year in Vegas. What can you tell your new teammates to expect playing for her?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Nakase is somebody you're going to want to run through a brick wall for.
From the Atlanta Dream, the Golden State Valkyries select center Ileana Rupert. From the Chicago Sky, the Golden State Valkyries select forward Maria Conde. From the Connecticut Sun, the Golden State Valkyries select guard Veronica Burton. From the Dallas Wings, the Golden State Valkyries select guard Carla Late.
Right, there we go. We have our first 4 names of the reveal, and there they are. And just in case you didn't pick up on it, these names are being announced in alphabetical order from the teams of the W. So there's no ranking here in terms of who's most important. Your first thoughts?
Well, immediately, of course, I look to the guard. I'm a little biased when it comes to the guards, but my eyes go to Veronica Burton, and my thoughts go to her as well, because what did you hear Coach Natalie Nakase say? We're going to shoot some threes. And what is Veronica Burton so good at doing? Putting the ball on the floor, getting into the paint, and kicking out to shooters. She was one of the best at it, top 5 when it comes to scoring off of drives last season. That's threes, but that's also layups. She's defensive-minded. She's hard-working. It's a great
Catching some of those driving kicks is Ileana Rupert. This is a player who played for Coach Nakase when she was at Vegas, won a championship there. 6'4", versatile big who can really run the floor, stretch the floor as well. Seems like she fits in perfectly style-wise.
And Olympic experience for Ileana Rupert as well, so experience all around for her.
Draymond Green showing some love to the Warriors' new sister squad, rocking the recently revealed Valkyries jersey yesterday at their game. As for the names on the back of the jerseys, we do have 4 more names that are about to be revealed in just a moment, but we do want to do a little table set of the Valkyries' notable games during what will be their inaugural season. They'll open the season in the Chase Center against the Sparks in a battle for Cali, some other marquee matchups as well. Defending champ Liberty May 27th, and they've got the Aces and Fever in June. But for now, standing by, waiting for someone to tell them when to go. It's beloved Bay Area rapper E40.
Fever, the Golden State Valkyries select center Temi Fagbenle. From the Las Vegas Aces, the Golden State Valkyries select guard Kate Martin. From the Los Angeles Sparks, the Golden State Valkyries select forward Stephanie Talbot. And from the Minnesota Lynx, the Golden State Valkyries select forward Cecilia Zandalicini.
Okay, first of all, E40 nailed those names. Well done, sir. But there it is, the next 4 names to be revealed. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to give a little peek into what's happening in the studio. I detected some looks of shock when these names were announced. Where's that coming from?
The most shocking thing for me is that Temi Fagbenle was chosen, not because she won't be a great fit out in Golden State. I was just really surprised that the Indiana Fever did not choose to protect her with one of their 6.
Yeah, I am very shocked. First of all, this is a great list, but when you talk about Temi Fagbenle, Rebecca, I mean, she was so much energy, high energy, played fast, her motor, there were so many positive things, and she missed time with an injury.
And this is a young woman who her numbers didn't just jump out at you, but she played so well with Caitlin Clark, and that's the surprise.
And that was the thing, you know, I talked about the time that she missed with an injury. We probably would have seen even more growth from Temi Fagbenle, but the connection between her and Caitlin Clark was undeniable. They were so much fun to watch, even in the half court. You get a high ball screen action, the middle of the paint is wide open, roll to the basket, and this is Jonquel Jones coming over to help, former MVP, Finals MVP, and instead of going to the left side, Temi Fagbenle has the wherewithal to go to the right side, use the rim to protect the ball, from the shot blocker, Jonquel Jones. That's in the half court. She also had a motor in the full court. Again, Temi Fagbenle and Caitlin Clark. We saw this multiple times. Fagbenle was their best rim runner. She sprints the floor. Caitlin Clark drops a dime with a bounce pass. And watch Temi Fagbenle's strides. 1, 2, before DeWanna Bonner can even get over to help. That's the motor, the athleticism, and the high ceiling that Temi Fagbenle had, not just by herself, but alongside Caitlin Clark
And
for the Fever.
when you look at this group of 4 as a whole, all 4 of these young women can be rotation players this coming summer for this team. You would expect Kate Martin to come in off the bench and have a role, but the other 3 certainly could be in starting positions for Golden State.
How do they fit in what we just heard Natalie say she was looking for in this first roster?
Wants mobile players. We're just talking about Fagbenle as one of the best rim runners in the league. 3 of these 4 can shoot from the three-point line. Ceci Lasini was terrific. We saw that throughout the course of the season in terms of her efficiency from 3 this past year with the Minnesota Lynx. So they fit beautifully.
Yeah, Xanda Lasini, 44% from the three-point line this past season. And we talk about Kate Martin. First of all, Natalie Nakase has experience in the NBA. She has experience in a championship WNBA team. What's important? Corner threes. That is where Kate Martin thrived this past season. 38% on corner threes specifically. That floor spacing ability that Kate Martin's going to bring. And for all 4 of these women, the competitiveness that they all show out there on the floor, that's going to fit right in.
I don't know if you guys peeped it. There's apparently a huge Kate Martin fan out in the audience. When they named that, she just kept screaming and screaming and screaming. And certainly you can understand why. She is a fan favorite. By the way, the fun does not end tonight. We haven't had our first expansion draft show in 16 years, and very quickly we're going to add 2 more. In 2026, both Toronto and Portland will join the W, bringing the league to 15 teams total. So we'll see you back here next year
Since
for
you're coming up with
that reveal.
phrases, you're going to come up with a name for Portland?
A reminder that the Valkyries will not be done building their roster tonight. They currently own the 5th pick in the 2025 draft, which you can see on ESPN April 14th, by the way, shameless plug. Paige Beckers currently projected as the top overall pick to the Wings. This is per Michael Vopel, with UConn teammate AZ Flood in the 3 slot and Lauren Betts staying on the West Coast. But in the immediate future, let's get it to SF for our final reveal being announced by the face of the We Believe Warriors, Baron Davis.
From the New York Liberty, the Golden State Valkyries select forward Kayla Thornton. From the Phoenix Mercury, the Golden State Valkyries select forward Monique Billing. Go Bruins. From the Seattle Storm, the Golden State Valkyries made no selection. Ooh. From the Washington Mystics, the Golden State Valkyries select guard Julie Van Loo. All right.
And there it is. The roster is complete. Monique Billings, Kayla Thornton, Julie Van Loo. Again, they were able to take 1 player from each roster. They chose not to take anyone from Seattle. So your reactions to the names that were just announced?
All 3 of them, we talked about it with the last selection, can be serious rotation players. Kayla Thornton to me is really interesting. She's the player in this entire draft who has the most WNBA experience. She's been on 3 different franchises, and she's had all different levels of experience, whether it's coming off the bench or being a starter. Remember how integral she was in Game 5 of the WNBA Finals. Her toughness defensively helped New York win that championship.
And when we talk about Julie Van Loo's making this layup right here, she is a player that was a rookie last season, but started 34 out of 40 games. So she is bringing very recent season experience to this team.
All right, we had 11 players announced tonight, one of them being the one that got probably the best response. Kate Martin from the Las Vegas Aces, now a Golden State Valkyrie, and joins us now live. First of all, congratulations, Kate. And you came in on your rookie campaign. You joined at the Aces, which you could say is like the penthouse. And now you're going to be joining essentially a new franchise as they have a new build from the ground up. How do you feel?
I'm really excited. This league is all about opportunity, and, you just need one shot, right? And I am very thankful for the Aces and everything I got to learn there, but I'm really excited for this new beginning and to build something from the ground up here with the Valkyries.
You played for Coach Nakase last year in Vegas. What can you tell your new teammates to expect playing for her?
Yeah, Coach Nakase is somebody you're going to want to run through a brick wall for. She's a truth teller. She's going to be honest with you, but she matches that with love and support 100%. So those are the kind of coaches that you just want to give your all for, and I'm super grateful that we got to build a relationship in Las Vegas, and we get to continue that in San Francisco.
It also says a lot, Kate, that she was probably very big when it came to choosing you as part of this team and knowing you're going to be a great fit. And for you, coming off of your rookie season, what has your focus been going into your second year in the W?
Yeah, honestly, my focus has just been getting better. I mean, all around. Like, I had a decent rookie season, but I just know something that's really cool about me is that my ceiling is very high. So I have a lot of room to grow. Always working on my shot, always working on being quicker, but really being able to handle the ball a little bit more and freedom of my feet and defense. You know, I know Coach Nakase hangs her hat on defense, and I want to be able to be somebody who can, you know, lock down the number one, number two option on the other teams.
You know, earlier in the show, she talked a little bit about what she's looking for at the core of the players that are going to be on this team, and you embody certainly all of those things, Kate Martin. So we appreciate you. I'm trying to get this catchphrase, mount up, off the ground. How do we feel about?
Shut it down.
That's all right. Well, that's cool.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you, Kate Martin. Stamp of approval, and we're good. Appreciate you. We can't wait to see you next year on your new Golden State Valkyries team. It is now time for Lobo's Lowdown, brought to you by Chase Freedom. Rebecca, the Valkyries now 11 players on the roster. What's next for this team?
What's really interesting to me, and I think really exciting for Valkyries fans, is they have a ton of cap space. They did not inherit with this draft any huge salary cap. So I think with the cap space they have, they could go out and get 3 really good free agents. There's a number of them who are available. And like theoretically, they could get a Nneka Ogwumike, they could get a Brianna Jones, they could get a DeWanna Bonner, and you could get pretty good pretty early.
And the thing about it, too, is you talk about the cap space that they have, but also the facilities that they're implementing and the buy-in that you're feeling from the city and the ticket sales that they've already sold. There is a lot to like about going to the Golden State Valkyries for some of these notable free agents. But for me, they could use a center. And you mentioned a couple free agents. When we look at this draft, when you think of Lauren Betts, who is 6'7",
Sure.
Sedona Prince, who is 6'7", there are a couple of centers in this class and in this draft that the Valkyries could choose from.
All right, we personally can't get a Nneka Ogwumike, but we can get a Chiney Ogwumike, who is standing by live there from the draft party. Chiney, your takeaway on this 11-woman roster?
Well, I'm here to give y'all a little bit of tea from this Golden State Valkyries party. First and foremost, the one thing I heard from someone who works in the front office is that we worldwide, baby. They're really excited about the international players that will be on this roster. It really celebrates the growth of the women's basketball game worldwide. And then secondly, my guy, Baron Davis, BD, get over here. He said that there's a number of glue players that will really make this culture mesh. He's one of Golden State's best. We all know this. And last but not least, of course, when I finished interviewing Coach Nakase, she got up and said, we got shooters. And so expect a team that runs and guns. I love Mo Billings. I love Temi Fagbenle, my Niger sister. So this is a loaded squad, right, BD?
Yeah, they got a squad. I think a lot of good players, a lot of opportunity for a combination of vets and younger people coming in who want opportunity to win, want an opportunity to make the playoffs. You add a great free agent and a couple of great draft picks to this lineup, you got a solid core.
But right now, BD, I really feel like someone is calling us. Y'all, we have to go. E40 is summoning us.
E40 about to
celebrate
perform
this
with me.
huge moment.
He's
So
telling you
I'll
when
see
to
y'all
go.
soon.
Yeah.